Hello again. Actually not too much to update you on this time. Just one rather large event that will take up most of the time, but we'll get to that. I last left you on Thursday where I had finished getting back from my interview of sorts, and I'm pleased to say that's all going well. I went back today and we discussed curriculum, and I got to meet the teacher I'll be teaching with, and she's really nice, and she happens to live really close, like right over in the next little neighborhood, so I can walk there and she can take me there and it'll all be good. As it turns out, I'll be doing mostly conversational stuff and she'll be doing most of the grammar, because it'll be really weird for me to have to teach grammar in to someone who's not a native speaker, because it's very different than what you think of as English grammar. When you use, they have one verb here for to say and to tell, and when do you use one and when do you use the other? We don't even think about it, but they do. They have to, otherwise they mess it up. So, stuff like that is I wouldn't know what to say right away off the bat, So she'll handle that sort of stuff. And I'll handle most of conversation, listening and pronunciation and that sort of thing. And I can also help her out too. So yeah, that's that. We'll be meeting later this week and next week and working on what exactly we'll be teaching and how the lesson plans go and things like that. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, anyway. Friday, I didn't really do much. I was kind of lazy. Went and rode the horse with the new saddle. Jose Antonio finally got himself a new saddle. It's much better. It's a Wintec. It's nice. And we were, practicing for Saturday. And we woke up in the morning, got ready, and I did. I rode him in the dressage test. And I put up with all of his stupidness in the warm-up arena. And, he tried to do some funny stuff, but made it all through. Got into the ring, and was pleasantly surprised. He did really well. He was going nicely, and we missed a lead, but, no biggie. And we were just right at the end of our test. All we had to do was, we were cantering, finished our circle. All we had to do was go across the diagonal, turn down the center line, and salute the judge. That was it. We had done all the rest of the test. And so it was going really well, and I kind of relaxed, probably more than I should, because coming through the corner, all of a sudden, we don't know why, he lets out first a huge buck, hard, sharp, and fast, which sends me straight up. Then, as soon as he lands on the ground, he picks up another one and chucks right. So by physics, my body stays left. And yes, I end up on the ground. And I ended up on the ground pretty good. It was quite spectacular, to be honest. I landed on the ground rolling. So first I hit my back, and then I hit my head, and then I think I bounced. And then, because I remember landing a second time on my back, and then I rolled, and then I hit the little fence thing, because they didn't have a full fence, but it was a dressage arena that's yay tall. Just enough to keep the sand in, sticks up out of the ground just to keep the sand in. It's like a ledge more than anything else. Well, so yeah, I landed up on top of the wooden ledge when I finally stopped. And all of a sudden there were people rushing around me, and I was like, whoa, I'm doing the, okay, I'm on the ground bit. I was really okay. I knew I was, but I was doing the, okay, I'm now on the ground, and you're trying to come to terms with that. And so then all of a sudden people rush over me, and then somebody's taking off my helmet. There's Jose Antonio's in front of me, Nacho's mother's beside me. Somebody else starts feeling up and down my neck, I think because he knew what he was doing to make sure my spine was okay. And they're telling me, don't move, and I'm like, no, really, guys, I think I'm okay. So, I had already, rolled up to halfway sitting, and then sat up the rest of the way, waited, and then they finally get me up, and they start leading me off, and they were worried about my back, because I landed on my back. But my back didn't hurt at all. All I really had there was, a scrape, and even now, all I have is that scrape that is there and a bruise. I have a bruise from hitting the wood and a scrape from where I initially landed on the ground, but that's it. So we did end up going to the hospital just because I did hit the ground really good. it looked worse than what it was. And I did hit my head, and my head hurt a little bit. So I went to the emergency room, which is always great because you show up there with an insurance card and they look at you like, where the heck is this from? So yeah, we did all that just to be sure, and they didn't even do any x-rays or anything. They just gave me the hands-on check over and sent me back because I knew I was okay, but at the same time I knew that my adrenaline could override some sort of pain or other feeling that I might have that would show up later. So I really did it just to make them happy, but it also does put your own mind at ease, even though I was quite certain I was fine, because I'd had a concussion from Louis many years back, and I knew this wasn't it. So I wasn't terribly concerned. But then everybody was happy. So, but that made me instant fame over, I came back and everybody's like, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? How are you doing? How are you feeling? And that went on into Sunday, too, because it was a 2-day thing. And I was just instantly famous. So I was going to stay there the night. Everybody ended up camping out overnight in the covered ring was the idea, and sleeping bags and tents and everything. But as the night wore on, I didn't feel all that great. And then I thought, if I sleep on the ground and I'm already sore, I'm going to be really sad in the morning. So I came back to the house to sleep. And even then, I woke up and what was really sore was my neck. I could turn this way most of the way, but this way I only got about this far before I couldn't turn my neck any further. So I didn't ride in jumpers, which was sad, because I figured if I couldn't turn my head to look at the jump, I probably shouldn't ride. So, but I did get to teach a lot, which was fun, because they let you, in this one, have someone in the ring, like an instructor, with you while you're jumping the course. So while Jose Antonio was keeping people down at the show ring, coaching them through the course, I got to warm them up in the warm-up ring, which was just fun for me. I got to do my own little bit of teaching, and spent the day with all my people. And I flew back and was able to change and made it to church because someone was able to pick me up, but I never made it in time on the bus. So that was good. And then I slept in, and that's really what I've done this week. Has been pretty lazy. I've been reading a lot, and the whole me with the volunteer thing didn't really turn out because they got really busy, and it'd be hard for me to get there, and just not working. So didn't really do any of that. But, I kind of wake up, have a leisurely breakfast, go out in the hammock, read for a while. I'm taking it as a vacation because I haven't had a vacation in a really long time, so I'm not going to complain. And now we're starting with, today I had the meeting, and we'll start working on the curriculum here in this week and next week, and then the week after I actually start teaching in the job, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal. And we're going to another overnight show this weekend, so we're going to camp out in another town, and, I've still got stuff to do. So, yeah, it's been fun. Nacho and I are planning to go into Sevilla on Friday, so that'll give us something else to do, and, let's see. What else was I going to mention? I don't even think there's anything else. It's been pretty lazy. I read a lot, and I'm enjoying it. So, other than going to the hospital, it's been kind of uneventful. That just event kind of overshadows everything else. Oh, I did get to ride last night. Not the crazy one. I rode another, she's 4, but she's had a lot more done with her. Actually, another girl fell off of her because she hasn't jumped very much, and then the horse jumped really awkwardly. So then I got on her, and she was fine after that. But it was good for me to get back on and ride again and not feel like, oh, it's the same one I just fell off of, da-da-da. So I will ride him again because I can't deal with this craziness. If I had just been expecting it, I'd have been okay. But since it was so out of the blue and it was really strong, that's what got me. So, oh well. You ride, you fall, and you keep going. So, yeah, I think that's it. I'll update you when I've got something else to say. I did put up the video of me. You can kind of see the fall, but kind of not. But you can at least look at the rest of the test too. So, enjoy, and I'll be talking to you soon.